Good evening, counselors. Good evening to those who are joining us on Brockton Community Access. Thank you for taking time to view your local government channel. This is a meeting of the Brockton City Council for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. This meeting is being held in accordance with Governor Baker's signed open meeting law dated March 12th, 2020, where a public body may meet in a place that is not open and physically accessible, as long as the public body makes provisions for the public to view deliberations and votes. And you may view this on local channel 12 or on the Brockton channel YouTube live. Councilors, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to
the flag
of
the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one
one nation, under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
and
and justice for all.
Councilors, before we start, I just want to take a second to a moment of silence for 500,000 people in this country who have passed away because of COVID, and 392 of those individuals are Brocktonians. The sadness that this COVID virus has inflicted upon millions, relatives, friends, co-workers, is incalculable. So if we could just have a moment of silence. Thank you all. Item number one, Mr. Clerk.
We have acceptance of the minutes of February 8, 2021.
Accepted and filed. Item number two.
The appointment of Pierre Robertson to Lynn 56 Claret Street, Brockton, as the constable in the city of Brockton for a term of 3 years.
Referred to finance. Item number three.
Appointment of Jean Fuller Jones, 54 Cushing Avenue, to the Council on the Aging Board of Directors as an alternate for a 3-year term ending February 2024.
Referred to finance.
Appointment of Andrew Ambriosi, 10 Moore Street, Brockton, to the Conservation Commission for a 3-year term ending February 2024.
Referred to finance. Councilors, item number 5, the mayor has requested that be removed from this evening's agenda. So we'll go on to item number 6.
We have the report of the Finance Committee for its meeting of February 16, 2021.
Accepted and filed. Communications number 7.
Communication from the Chief of the Fire Department requesting that the City Council authorize the acceptance and expenditure of the total grant award in the form of PPE, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant wipes from Ocean State Job Lot to the City of Brockton Fire Department and City of Brockton Police Department, worth $12,000. There is no required match for these funds.
Accepted and filed. Number 8.
The mayor recommends the same.
Accepted and filed. Number 9.
CFO is relative to the same.
Accepted and filed. Number 10.
From the Chief of the Fire Department, requesting the City Council authorize the acceptance and expenditures of the total grant award in the amount of $14,599 from the Commonwealth of Mass Executive Office of Public Safety, a fiscal 2021 Student Awareness of Fire Education grant in the amount of $11,380, and fiscal 2021 Senior Safe grant in the amount of $3,219. The fire department intends to use these grant funds for Brockton's fire safety education program. There is no required match for these funds.
Accepted and filed. Number 12.
Number 11 would be that the mayor recommends the same.
Accepted and filed. My apologies. And number 12.
Number 12 would be the CFO recommends relative to the same.
Accepted and filed. And the next.
From the Chief of Police Department requesting the City Council authorize the acceptance of a donation of an additional 76 even flow child passenger safety seats valued at $4,000 through the Buckle Up for Life Gift of Safety Partnerships operated by Toyota Motors North America and Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Copeland Toyota of Brockton is purchasing and storing these seats.
Accepted and filed. Number 14.
The mayor recommends the same.
Accepted and filed.
The CFO is relative to the same.
Accepted and filed. Number 16. Unfinished
We have
business.
an ordinance amending Part 2 of the revised ordinances, Chapter 21, taxi cabs, buses, etc., being ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton, Section 21-11A, shall be amended in council November 9, 2020, ready to refer to the Standing Committee on Ordinance. That report was favorable as amended in council February 8, 2021. The amendment passed by a roll call vote, passed to a third reading as amended by a roll call vote.
Councilors, the question tonight is on ordination. Would the clerk call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The ordinance is ordained. Item number 17, Legislative Council, I understand you're going to be handling.
Yes, I'll read 17. That way, if any of the counselors have any questions, I can address it. 17, ordinance, be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton as follows. That the City Council adopt the following amendment to the ordinance establishing licensing and regulation for adult use marijuana establishments. Section 1.004, subsection 1, subsection H, is amended by inserting the following sentence to the end of section 1.004, subsection 1, subsection H. This section, limiting the number of recreational retail marijuana licenses, shall not apply to an RMD that was provisionally licensed not later than July 1st, 2017. Be it further ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton as followed, that the language intentionally omitted in section 1.005 be stricken and the following language be inserted into its place, so that the following language replaces section 1.005 in its entirety, upon such time as the City Council has granted all available recreational retail marijuana licenses pursuant to subsection 1.004, subsection 1H. The clerk of the City Council shall no longer accept any new applications for a recreational retail marijuana license. Notice shall be given in writing to any applicant with a pending application notifying the applicant that there are no available recreational retail marijuana licenses. If any recreational retail marijuana licenses become available in the City of Brockton, the city clerk shall post notice of the same on the city website and by posting notice of the same in City Hall. In City Council, February 8th, 2021, the amendment passed by a roll call vote, passed to a third reading as amended by a roll call vote. At the last City Council meeting, we did read the ordinance amendment. And if the council wishes me to read that again, I do have that available.
Yes.
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 Yes, go ahead and read it.
So the only part that's different than what I just read, the language about what the city clerk's office does, that stays the same. But this is the difference than what's shown on the agenda. This was what was approved and passed to a third reading from the last meeting. Section 1.004, subsection 1H is amended by inserting the following sentence to the end of section 1.004, 1, section H. The number of recreational retail marijuana licenses shall not exceed 14 in number. The limitation on the number of recreational marijuana licenses specifically shall apply to an RMD that was provisionally licensed not later than July 1st. 2017. So that is the amendment that if it was approved, that's the change that would be reflected in your ordinance, the 14 number for retail marijuana licenses.
So Attorney Resnick, it's all encompassed into one, and the vote this evening would be inclusive of the language which you just read.
Correct, yes.
If there is no further discussion, we would proceed to a vote. This is for ordination. Counselor Cardoza.
Can I just ask that in the future that we have, these orders in their entirety, because it's confusing to the public? And is there a reason why it wasn't spelled out the way that it should have been?
Counselor Cardoza, if I may, through the chair.
Go ahead.
This information is given to all counselors when you receive the agenda. It's not placed in the agenda because the agenda is kind of a working format for you to go by. However, that is also, all that information is also placed on the web as well.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardoza,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The ordinance is ordained.
Mr. President, I move for reconsideration in the hopes it does not prevail.
Second.
Motion has been made for reconsideration in the hope that it does not prevail. It has been properly seconded. Would the clerk call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
a yes vote would indicate that you want reconsideration. Okay, yes. Cardoza,
No.
Cruz,
No.
Ianieri,
No.
Farwell,
No.
Lally,
No.
Mendez,
No.
Monahan,
No.
Nicastro,
No.
Rodriguez,
No.
Thompson.
No.
That's 1 in the affirmative, 10 in opposition. The motion fails to receive reconsideration.
Reconsideration fails. Item number 18.
An ordinance amending Part 2 of the revised ordinances, Article 2, City Council, Division 3, Rules of Order and Procedure, be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton, Section 2-91, shall be amended by adding the following new section: F, Committee on Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, to consist of 5 councilors to consider matters pertaining to equity, diversity, and inclusion in the City of Brockton and in general to support city departments that deal with such issues. In council, January 11th, 2021. Ready to refer to Committee on Ordinance. That report was favorable. In council, February 8th, 2021. Passed to a 3rd reading.
Councilor Nicastro.
Thank you. Good evening, colleagues. It is traditional on this city council that committees are created from time to time to deal with issues and concerns at hand. And I have an example in a little book that used to be given out to councilors every year. In 1968, this city council had 14 committees, including claims, health and welfare, licenses, public relations, and off-street parking. And I think the time is overdue to have a committee that addresses these issues. Councilor Rodriguez said it very well 2 weeks ago. The city needs a committee of the stature of the city council to deal with equity, diversity, and inclusion. I'm very proud to have sponsored this ordinance and to have written it. In addition, I just want to point out to you that last July, the school committee voted unanimously to create an equity, diversity, and inclusion subcommittee to respond to calls to action there. So I would urge you to vote for this. Thank you very much.
All right, further discussion? If not, the vote this evening is on ordination.
Azak,
No.
Cardoza,
No.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
No.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
That's 8 in the affirmative, 3 in opposition.
Mr. President, I make a motion for reconsideration in hopes that it fails.
Second.
All right. Motion has been made for reconsideration in the hope that it does not prevail. It was properly seconded. Would the clerk call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardoza,
Yes.
Cruz,
No.
Ianieri,
No.
Farwell,
No.
Lally,
No.
Mendez,
no,
Monahan,
No.
Nicastro,
No.
Rodriguez,
No.
Thompson.
No.
That's 2 in the affirmative, 9 in opposition.
Reconsideration fails. Item number 19.
An ordinance amending Article 3, Section 2-186 of the revised city ordinances of the city of Brockton, be it ordained by the city council of the city of Brockton as follows. Section 2-186 of Chapter 2 is hereby amended relative to Assistant City Solicitor. In council, January 27, 2020, read and referred to Committee on Ordinance. That report was favorable. In council, February 8, 2021, passed to a third reading.
Councilors, the question tonight is on ordination. If there is no discussion, we may proceed to a roll call vote.
Azak,
No.
Cardoza. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
no,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
No.
Thompson.
No.
That's 7 in favor, 4 in opposition.
The ordinance is ordained. Item number 20.
Ordered at the first Finance Committee meeting in February 2021, the Chief Financial Officer shall present a report to the council on spending levels during first half of fiscal year 2021 and information on any project deficits which may occur requiring supplemental appropriations from any source. Further, that the mayor be invited to provide an overview of spending and a summary of reimbursements obtained from the Federal CARES Act. Excuse me. In council, January 11, 2021, read and refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is adoption by a roll call vote. Would the clerk call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardoza,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
No.
Thompson.
Yes.
That's 10 in the affirmative, 1 in opposition.
The order is adopted. Item number 21.
The appointment of Leo Phils of 335 Prospect Street, Brockton, as a constable in the city of Brockton for a term of 3 years. In council, January 25th, 2021. Read and refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Question is on confirmation by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
Confirmation is granted. Item number 22.
Ordered that the city council authorize the superintendent, Michael P. Thomas, to put out an RFP for a 5-year contract for a school department warehouse and storage facility for the Brockton Public Schools. In council, February 8, 2021. Ready referred to Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Would the clerk call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted. 21.
21, 23.
23.
23.
23. Ordered that the city of Brockton hereby accepts a recoverable grant in the amount of $250,000 through Mass Development's Brownfield Redevelopment Fund to perform environmental remediation activities, excuse me, at the city-owned Cochran Building, 308 Montello Street, Brockton, Mass, to advance the redevelopment of this site. In council, February 8, 2021. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Councilor Rodriguez.
Mr. Chairman, I don't know if this is the appropriate time to do it or not, but I like to, I just realized that on question 19, I like to change my vote to a yes vote versus the no vote, as my intention was to vote no on 20 versus 19.
All right, item number 19, without objection, Councilor Rodriguez is changing his vote. The chair hears no objection.
Thank you, sir.
Councilors, this item we're about to vote on, you may remember we asked for additional information, and I believe that we all received it by email relative to if the property is sold for less than $250,000, would we have to reimburse the state? And my understanding is that the answer is no. So if there are no questions, we can proceed to a roll call vote.
Remediation.
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
sorry, I didn't hear, Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted. Item number 24.
Ordered acceptance and expenditures of the total grant award in the amount of $2,654,000 from the Commonwealth of Mass Works Program to City of Brockton Planning Department, Mass Works Program Grant Fund. In council, February 8, 2021. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
Mr. President,
Yes, Councilor Nicastro.
I would just like to point out to everyone that as the clerk just recited, it's not actually so. We amended this to send these funds to the City of Brockton Department of Public Works Capital Funds account.
Yeah, actually, my agenda indicates, Councilor, that we have to vote on that amendment first. Then we
Okay.
would vote on the order as amended. So on the amendment to have the DPW handle the funding, would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardoza,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The amendment is adopted. We now proceed to vote on the order as amended. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted as amended. Item number 25.
Order acceptance and expenditures of the total grant award in the amount of $275,000 from the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security fiscal 2021 Municipal Police Services Staffing Grant to the Brockton Police Department fiscal 2021 Municipal Police Services Staffing Grant Fund. End council February 8, 2021. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez. Sorry, Rodriguez. Thompson.
Yes.
That's 10 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted. Item number 26, resolved.
Resolved to discuss reviving cultural affairs and tourism in the city of Brockton. Be it resolved that Bill Hogan, president of the Downtown History Museum of Brockton, be invited to the next Finance Committee meeting to discuss plans to help revive the cultural affairs and tourism group in the city of Brockton in the year 2021. End council February 8, 2021. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted. Item number 27.
The appointment of Jennifer Ayers of 1366 Pleasant Street, Brockton, to the Conservation Commission for a 3-year term ending February 2024. End council February 8, 2021. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on confirmation by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The appointment is confirmed. Item number 28, a resolve.
The resolution to discuss funding for the youth programs in the city be resolved that the Mayor of Brockton be invited to the next Finance Committee meeting to discuss plans for youth initiatives and programs in 2021 and how we are prioritizing these programs for the fiscal 2022 budget. In council January 25th, 2021. Ready to refer to the Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Azak,
Yes.
Cardoza,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
yes,
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastra,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The resolve is adopted. Item number 29, I understand Attorney Resnick, you'll be reading this one.
I will. Yep. Ordinance, be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton as follows, that the City Council adopt the following amendment to the ordinance establishing licensing and regulation for adult use marijuana establishments. Section 1.007, subsection 2A is amended by striking the entire sentence and inserting the following in its place. Priority application review will be granted to existing social equity participant applicants for retail licenses. Social equity program participant means an individual who qualified to participate in the social equity program and is designated as a program participant by the Cannabis Control Commission for a period of 3 years, measured by the date at which a retail license becomes available in the city of Brockton. The city council shall only review applications for a retail license for social equity participant applicants. The reason why I'm reading this is because Councilor Cardoza intends to submit in lieu of this a separate draft. So just to avoid confusion of trying to submit two things at once, I advise the chair and Councilor Cardoza that they could announce no action on this item. And then Councilor Cardoza, the form that she wishes to introduce, she can seek to introduce that as a late file tonight.
Thank you, Attorney Resnick. Mr. President, I'd ask for no action on this, and I will ask for a late file at the end of the meeting.
Right, Councilor Cardozo, has the late file been provided to the clerk's office, just for the record?
When I sent the email, I believe I CC'd the clerk.
Sorry. Yes.
So Attorney Resnick, so you will, what will the clerk be reading tonight for a late file? Has that been emailed?
Let's see if we sent it to the.
I have it. I can read it. I believe it was sent this morning with the email that I sent.
All right, then we'll take no action on this one, and then we will we will submit a late file for the council to admit later. So we'll go on to item number 30. Thank you, Attorney Resnick. Thank you, Councilor Cardozo.
Thank you, Mr.
Audit.
President.
Audit acceptance and expenditures of the total grant award in the form of PPE, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant wipes worth $12,000 from Ocean State Job Lot to the City of Brockton Fire Department and City of Brockton Police Department.
Referred to Finance. 31.
Acceptance and expenditures of the total grant award in the amount of $14,599 from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety, Fiscal 21, Student Awareness of Fire Education Grant, $11,380, and Commonwealth of Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety, Fiscal 21, Senior Awareness of Fire Education Grant, $3,219, to City of Brockton Fire Department, Fiscal 21 Student and Senior Awareness of Fire Education Grant Fund, $14,599.
Referred to Finance. Item number 32.
Acceptance and expenditures of the total grant award in the form of 76 additional car seats valued at $4,000 from the Buckle Up for Life Gift of Safety Partnership Grant to the City of Brockton Police Department Buckle Up for Life Gift of Safety Partnership Grant Fund.
Referred to Finance. Item number 33.
Resolved that the mayor and the chief financial officer of the City of Brockton come before the Finance Committee to discuss the status of establishing a fund and allocations of said fund relative to the marijuana impact tax fees, and to further discuss any taxes which have already been received from the marijuana impact tax fees and how those funds have been spent in the city. Be it further resolved that the City Council recommend to the Mayor that the City of Brockton create a fund for the marijuana impact tax fees to create a recreation and innovation center that substantially supports the youth of 17,000 children of the City of Brockton.
Refer to finance. Number 34.
Resolved that the Mayor come before the Finance Committee to discuss establishing a committee on cannabis industry in the City of Brockton, comprised of residents and city councilors, to ensure that social equity and economic empowerment of applicants have access to participate as licensed owners in marijuana operations in the city. Be it further resolved that the City Councilor recommend the establishment of this committee by the Mayor.
Referred to finance. Now the late file, Mr. Clerk, or Attorney Resnick.
Yep,
Make a
I
motion
have it
to
in front
accept the
of me.
late file.
second,
second,
Motion has been made and seconded to accept the late file. With the clerk call the roll?
Azak,
yes,
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
yes,
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yeah.
Lally,
yes,
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Ordinance, be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton as follows. That the City Council adopt the following amendment to the ordinance establishing licensing and a regulation for adult use marijuana establishments. Section 1.007, subsection 2A is amended by striking the entire sentence and inserting the following in its place. Priority application review will be granted to existing social equity participant or economic empowerment participant applicants for retail licenses. Social equity program participant means an individual who qualified to participate in the social equity program and is designated as a program participant by the Cannabis Control Commission. Economic empowerment participants means an individual who qualified to participate in the economic empowerment program and is designated as a program participant by the Cannabis Control Commission for a period of 3 years, measured by the date at which a retail license becomes available in the City of Brockton. The City Council shall only review applications for a retail license for social equity participants or economic empower participant applicants. Tina Cardozo, Councilor at Large.
Thank you, Attorney Resnick. Councilor Rodriguez, you have a hand raised.
Mr. Chair, Mr. President, I actually wanted to go back to number 34, where it says, be resolved that the city councilor or the city council recommend the establishment of this committee to the mayor. Is that a typo? Is it a,
I think it's
or is
just
it
a
just a
typo.
councilor?
Yeah, I thought that was just a typo, but it should read that the City Council recommend the establishment of this committee by the mayor. To the mayor.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that there was some clarification on.
Mr. President, I'm sorry. On number 29, is that referred to ordinance or? The late file, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, it is referred to ordinance, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any further business? If not, councilor recognitions? Anyone seek recognition?
Yes.
Councilor Nicastro?
Thank you. I would like to urge my colleagues and all of the public to watch the February 19th meeting of the Standing Committee on Public Safety, at which Attorney Michelle St. James, the grant coordinator of the police department, spoke about grants and funding that's obtained to address city issues. And right now we have 22 grants, which is marvelous. So please watch it. It's just about a half hour long. There's a lot of great information. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, Counselor Rodriguez, I still have your hand up.
No, that was just from the previous, check.
That's fine. Didn't want to overlook you. Counselor Cruz, were you?
Yeah, I just wanted to take a minute to congratulate my colleague, Councilor Lally. I saw this week that he received his diploma from Bridgewater State University and is now a double bachelor. He's a bachelor living at home. And he's a bachelor of arts or science. I didn't see it, but congratulations, Counselor.
Thank you. It feels like, I think it's a BA, but it felt a little BS.
Yeah, and I know. Congratulations.
I'm
It's a
kidding.
great
Thank you.
accomplishment.
I definitely think it's BS.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
A wonderful accomplishment.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Anyone else?
counselors.
Anyone else?
And just to finish up, I'll be reaching out to the councilors that are on the ordinance committee and Councilor Cardozo to set up a meeting fairly quickly on that her proposed ordinance. So
Thank you, Councilor Cruz.
thank you.
Councilors, just one announcement. Would you please set aside March 4th at 6:30 p.m. That's when our HR director, Ms. Knight, and our vendor will be offering the unconscious bias in the workplace seminar. I understand people in city government have taken it, and it's very, very good. So March 4th at 6:30. It lasts for approximately an hour and a half. Hopefully that does not conflict with any city meetings which would require councilors to attend, but I wanted to get the word out to you early, and I will send a reminder by email. And if there is no further business, we may adjourn. Thank you, councilors.
Thank you.